So I just saw Ghostbusters, and I'm really struggling to understand all the hate around this movie. Let me get this out of the way first. I am white, I am a male, I am in my 20s, and I have a fond affection for the original movie. The sequel, not so much. If I am to listen to the internet, then that means I am in the prime demographic to hate this movie. But I didn't. So guys, why the hate? So first things first, this is a female-led action movie, guys. How many of those have we had? Charlie's Angels? Yeah, okay. So it is so important to support this, even if the film isn't the most brilliant thing you've ever seen. We need to show Hollywood that we have confidence in female movies. Also, if there was ever a metaphor for the male ego in movie making, it just got slapped in the face and neutered like a dog by Hollywood. As for the actual substance of the movie, we have characters who mesh well and have good chemistry with one another. A few times I was left a bit by the main duo, but the supporting cast were buzzing enough and provided enough laughs for me to look past the lapse in pacing sometimes. Yes, the stereotypes still exist. You have the nerd, the still nerdy but also free-thinking best friend, the black character who knows these streets, and the sexually ambiguous hot expert who acts as an ex machina half the time. But how many other movies of the last 2 years have gotten away with all of this stuff scot-free? Why the hate here, guys? The CGI was passable, for the most part. Sometimes it was verging on Scooby-Doo live-action movie levels, and other times it left me feeling genuinely impressed. I can only imagine they didn't whip the animators hard enough at points between their breaks for water and the toilet. This didn't detract from the story, however, because the characters and an abundance of glorious practical set making carry the film above this. Spoiler alert here. If you want to skip it, just click anywhere on the screen. Okay, all of the main characters from the previous movies make appearances, apart from Rick Moranis for obvious reasons. I particularly love the Sigourney Weaver cameo, but they were all completely unnecessary. Consider it fan service, if you will, if any of the original fans are going to see this movie. I won't deny that the trailers for this movie were bloody awful. They made it look like a cheesy one-liner fest that would disappoint on all levels, and I thought that it was going to turn out that way. But I'm pleased to say the movie outperforms the best parts of the trailers by a mile. My main problem with this movie is that it has all of this hate when it ended up being an above average 7 out of 10 crowd pleaser with gender swapped roles. Like, seriously, what is with the crowd reaction here? Here are a few prime comments I could find from a 5-minute look at the trailer. The feminazis have succeeded in destroying families, marriages and relationships. Now the feminazis have succeeded in destroying classic movies as well. Feminism is the worst disease mankind has ever faced.
Did Tumblr take over Hollywood? This is just an excuse to put some fat asses into a film, ruining a classic film. Even the one from 1984 had better effects. I feel like a feminist movement's caused this.
I saw Ghostbusters yesterday and it says swear words. WTF, why deodorant they make them hot? It is literally a movie and it is incredibly narrow-minded to just dump all over it, especially before it has even come out. It's going to exist whether you like it or not, so hold your tongue with actual, genuine, bona fide spite, maybe. I sincerely hope this movie gains traction for females in Hollywood. Ever since characters like Ellen Ripley came to the screen, we have been waiting for genuine equal representation. Like, maybe this film does hit on men a lot, but here's a quick list of all the movies I can think of in recent years that portrayed women as sex objects for the taking. James Bond shagged a recent widower last year. Where's the outrage about that? But a couple of ladies donned some familiar jumpsuits and proton packs and suddenly were under attack from the feminists. Yeah, sure. I want female actors hired because they're good damn actors, not just for their looks or sex appeal. Like, look at Daisy Ridley in the newest Star Wars. She plays Rey so excellently, and she's not cast for her looks or for her appeal to the opposite gender. She plays that character because she matches that character, because the casting was spot on. It wasn't for audience approval, it was for the character. I'm hoping for a female-led Men in Black now, or an all-girl original franchise, because why the hell not? Because screaming and crying about your precious franchise being overtaken just makes you look like a child who didn't get everything they wanted. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. The movie respects the source material without dumping on it. Hell, you can even see the inspiration glaringly apparent throughout the movie. The movie was good. Not Citizen Kane outstanding excellence good, but just good. And the audience reception is good, because you have strong characters, a familiar premise, good delivery, and some decent effects work. as well as a very competent director who has no idea how to market his movies at all. The only ones who aren't happy appear to be the ones throwing a hissy fit with closed minds and vulnerable egos who are about as open to change as a padded cell door with about 50 padlocks on it. As Holtzman said, why is it always the lonely, pale ones?